Okay, man. Shout out to everybody catching the playback. I want to do this topic on Anthony Joshua. Um, Following his KO loss to Daniel Dubois, we did a live stream where we recapped the fight, but I didn't get an opportunity to watch his press conference. The post fight press conference, and you know, uh, seeing that he's continuing to go forward with his career, I wanted to get my thoughts on that. Um, as we all know, a lot of us know who have been keeping up with the sport, he's been at the top, he's been knocked off, he's been back at the top, knocked off again, and he's been ever since trying to climb back up to get to that level again where he's known as the top dog. But things have changed in the sport. And Anthony Joshua, I feel, um, because of his sacrifices early on, a lot of these heavyweights today are in line to make um, huge paydays and mix it up with the best competition. Um, I gotta give this guy some credit that despite him losing, constant disappointment and failure at the top, um, getting to the top and then losing in the big fight, when the fight matters, it's like I have to give him some credit that he still continues or is choosing to go forward because what else does he need in the sport, man? The guy's made so much money. He's definitely probably the richest heavyweight right now. Um, and probably the second or third richest active boxer today. We're not talking about the Floyd Mayweathers and exhibition fighters and shit. I'm talking about like active. He's on that, I think, the top 100 Forbes of richest athletes. But anyhow, man, it just says something like his drive. What is still motivating him? What is it that is keeping him, you know, uh, going forward with his career? Because he could just hang it up, man. I mean, he can retire right now, and there's still a lot of heavyweights active and before him that have not even accomplished what he's accomplished, or have not, uh, or don't have a resume that can stack up against his. But he's one of those guys that you can compare, not um, skill or physically, to the other heavyweights in the past, but you can compare him in a sense to those heavyweights that he'll fight anybody. He's one of those few fighters in our era today that is like the throwback fighters that, it's about fighting the best competition. If you lose, you rematch, try to get that back. If not, you move on and try to fight your way up, take another path, through a different sanctioning body and try to become world champ and maybe get back in the future. And ultimately, he had lost to Usyk. If he would have beat Daniel Dubois, that would have been another opportunity after three or more fights to see if you could, finally solve that puzzle. Because Usyk is just a very, very tricky guy, to face, to fight. But hey, good morning, man. Shout out to Heidi Peters, Wilder versus AJ. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of that, man. The Wilder and AJ talk is atrocious. He said, "Yeah, man, Wilder didn't spend his career developing his gift. He just relied on it and um, relied on his power. The one thing that was working, and then work on other things that could have improved himself as a heavyweight boxer. But you know, That's just what it is, man. Hey, man, shout to Alonzo, man. Shout to Alonzo. Um, while we still talking about AJ, I want to also give some credit to Turkey Al Sheik. Hold on one second. All right, my bad. I put my dog up. But shout out to Alonzo. But I wanted to give some credit to Turkey Al Sheik because, you know, we all know that he's been doing a tremendous job bringing a lot of action to the sport. And I just wanted to do a little light promo. You know, he does have a YouTube channel. And on his YouTube channel, he does upload these fights. So it was some fights that I missed on a few, I missed a few fights on his previous Riyadh season cards, but I can go back to his channel, go to his YouTube channel and catch up. Like today, I'm gonna watch the Zilly Zhang versus Joseph Parker fight. I haven't seen that fight yet, so I got some fights I need to catch up on. Um, you know, but speaking of like Zilly Zhang, guys like Martin Bakoli, we still got Jared Miller in the picture now. I thought he was Rob versus Andy Ruiz. You know, he still got Andy Ruiz out there, but I think that he's past it, and he's not gonna work hard to get into top form to compete at the top level. Who else? Joseph Parker. Heavyweight division is looking it's on fire right now. And then of course Daniel Dubois with the IBF, Usyk Fury. This heavyweight division is on fire. You know, and with all of this money, backing them, is they able to stay active. Um, and Turkey Al Sheik is not being uh a stubborn individual and just trying to keep it all out there in Saudi Arabia. Y'all say he's moving it around. You know what I'm saying? He's going to LA. You know what I mean? He'll, UK, pretty sure they're gonna set up an MGM Las Vegas card one of these days. So if they haven't already, because they've had quite a few cards. So, you know, I'm impressed, man. I'm entertained. And this guy's looking out for um the fans, man, in the sense that not charging us crazy amounts of dollars. That's why I flame every opportunity I get. I flame the crap out of PBC. I do, man. Um, anytime it's a card or there's an event where they're charging just almost $100, anything that's between $60 and $100, and it's not quality, man, I'm flaming it, bro. I'm gonna flame it. You know, and we've for the longest time the sport has been brought down to the mud because of individuals who on some little champ shit. They're not fighting top competition. They're not fighting the best in their weight class, but they cherry picking and they're throwing it on pay per view and making it and manipulating the fans. The fans out here paying for pay per views to watch shit shows, man. So this guy Turkey Al Sheik is not putting on these shitty shows, man. You know what I mean? If he was, I'd be telling y'all. I'd be like, man, this shit is garbage. I have not seen. I can't say that one for one card, man. Can anybody say that he's had one garbage card yet? Because I haven't seen it, man. Whether some of y'all's favorite fighter loses or wins on that card, I have not seen a bad card yet, man. He's giving people their money's worth, man. Quality, quality cards, man. Quality matchmaking. You know, I talked about Eddie Hearn in the last live stream how despite him taking mad L's this year to Queensberry Promotions, I can't be mad at him, man, because he's still taking a chance. He's still daring to throw his fighters in there. You know, he believes in his fighters just like Frank Warren believes in his fighters. And then when they meet up, we've been finding out that Frank Warren fighters is just better. They're just better fighters, man, and that's okay. That don't does that mean that Eddie Hearn should just stop working with Queensberry or stop working with other promoters and just do in house so it's just all W's? No, man, because that's not good for the sport. You win some, you lose some. But at least he's finding out. He's finding out, like, hey, man, um, shoot, them dudes over there, they, you know, Frank and them boys they got some real fighters, man. They fucking shit up over there. So it's just like, going forward, man, he got to just see, you know, do better talent scouting, man, recruiting, better talent recruiting. See who really worth you investing that money in and who not. Who's really gonna put in the work. And not to be critical, because I'm from the states, United States, and when we talk about the heavyweight division, we're not talking about the United States, you know, and it take a real one to say that, because a lot of these dudes from the states will put up this fictional content probably and still say some shit like hype an American heavyweight. We don't have nobody right now. Nope. And this guy, Jared Anderson, as young as he is, he just didn't have the right mentality, man. You know, Chuck Yalashik gave him opportunity, man. He threw him on a big card. He thought he was ready, you know. Um, but he wasn't 100% invested, man. And that's my issue with a lot of the heavyweights from the United States. You know, Gerald Miller, Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? Jared Anderson. Like y'all dudes, man, y'all are not 100% invested in the sport like these guys out there in the UK. Y'all not. Not like them guys in China. Nope. Not like the guys in Russia. Mm-mm. Not like the guys in Ukraine. Negative. Yeah, United States heavyweights are nowhere even close to that kind of discipline and don't even have that kind of drive, like no motivation. You know, you look at these heavyweights across the seas, man. They not just fight. Yeah, they getting big checks, man. I mean, they with the Riyadh season shit now. But do y'all think, like, say Martin McCauley from out of Congo, y'all think he just fighting just to get a check? No, man, he fighting to put his country on the map. He fighting to just, you know what I mean, to bring some smiles to poor little motherfuckers in the village somewhere, man, who don't even know how they gonna get their next meal. You think Jared Anderson and Gerald Miller and Andy Ruiz is thinking about that type of shit? Fuck no. Fuck no. They're not thinking about the struggle of uh, you know, the ones in poverty in the hood. And that's the fucked up thing about these dudes in the United States. They get to a level of success and then they act like they didn't come from the hood. They act like they didn't come from the projects, the gutter, the ghetto. You know? You should never forget where you come from, man. And the way I see these fighters, like from these other countries, they fight like they still in the gutter. They fight like they lights is cut off. Like it's roaches in their house and shit when they turn on the lights in the kitchen. That's how they fight. It's a different kind of hunger, you know. And being an American citizen, these American heavyweights ain't shit. They're not. This is entitled motherfuckers, man. Social media motherfuckers, man. Wait around for somebody to fucking do a video on them, and shit, and put a highlight tape about them, and then they just sit back getting their toes done, watching their own highlights. That's the type of niggas we got out here. They getting pedicures, watching their own highlights. You know what I'm saying? Instead of watching their ops and how they can prepare for them, they watching their own shit, and then they'll watch a little um, ridiculous, scummy YouTuber say some fanboy shit about them. That's what they about, and then get on Twitter and cuss out what you call it, a bot, cuss out a goddamn keyboard, uh, Android. Stupid shit. My bad. I didn't veer it off. But I gotta give credit. See, when I'm talking about little champ shit, that's when I get hot. But I calm down when I get ready, when I think about the ones that's on some big champ shit. I mean, y'all the ones that keep me level headed when I'm looking at this sport, when I'm talking about the sport. I can always go back and talk about the ones that are on some big champ shit and actually give a damn about the fans. Because I know who give a fuck about the fans, the sport, where they come from, um, setting an example, and ones who don't. And the ones who don't care about that shit, they getting their ass fucked up. They getting their ass beat out here. And I'm not talking about AJ. AJ is a warrior. I'm not talking about AJ. AJ just lost to the better man. He lost to a guy who was more hungrier than him. Daniel Dubois was a hungry fighter. Um, People counted him out. People talk, shit about him, called him a quitter, including me. But that's the difference between somebody who weak and somebody who's strong. But oh, they said I quit. Oh, they said what? Oh, I'm gonna lose. All right, for sure. I'm gonna take that with me. Every time I hit the bag, every time I hit the track, every time I'm hitting the weight, woo, woo, I'm gonna be thinking about this. You know, that's what champions do. That's what the elite fighters do. Elite boxers do. Not only do they work on their craft, but they think about use the negativity as a means to fuel them going into training camp, man. And I hate to keep using this example because the nigga already got his ass whooped. But yeah, y'all seen how they was talking shit about Bud? How Bud wasn't this, Bud ain't that. Bud too little, he too light in the ass. And, he ain't fought nobody. He got a shitty resume. Ooh, you about to fight the big fish. All of that, right? Did y'all see how Errol Spence looked? Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how Errol Spence looked after the fight. You know, when he had them stupid people in the press conference talking about, "We gonna shoot you before the fight. We gonna shoot you before the fight." And Bud told him, "Okay, watch this. I get active." He took it out on his boy. So sometimes there are fighters that can take the dumb, ignorant, stupid shit you say and take it with them. Like, all right, now this is gonna be for that dumb nigga in the front making threats. It's gonna be for the idiot ass reporter. Because a lot of these fighters don't have to talk about it. Just show them. You know, and that's why I be flaming like Shakur. They call him Shakur Twitterson. Not that because I don't like him as a fighter. I think he's a hell of a fighter. I think a lot of people hate on him, but you don't have to talk about it. You can show motherfuckers, man. You can show them. You can shut the people the fuck up. They was so quiet after that Errol Spence loss. It's still crickets. He ain't been back yet. Anthony Joshua is just garbage. Ruiz set him out and exposed him. Well, that's your opinion, but I think he's still great for the sport. Without Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz wouldn't even had a shot. Remember, Gerald Miller did PEDs, and AJ said, "Hey, man, give me y'all next best guy that's available." He took a guy who was fresh off a fight, bro. People can say, "Oh yeah, it was a short week notice," but Andy Ruiz was still active. He was coming. He was fresh off a fight. I remember that shit. So we talking about a guy who's preparing for one dude, selects Andy Ruiz, and you only got a short period of time to prepare for him. So it was just all bad for AJ. Plus, you was fighting on American soil for the first time. You know, en route to pursue that Deontay Wilder fight. I remember that shit. I remember like it was yesterday. It was just a bad night. It just wasn't his night. It was Andy Ruiz's fat ass night. And we saw what happened in the rematch. So, you know, people can say whatever they want. They can have their opinions about AJ, and I'm okay with it. I'm not no fanboy. I don't, if people think he's trash, they think he's trash. I don't think he's trash. I think he's great for the heavyweight division. It may be his time though. It may be his time to hang it up. I don't know, but he's in based off what he said though, um, I have to at least give him the nod of respect in the sense that, like, damn, bro, you still want to fight after all of this? 4 losses, you know, constantly getting knocked down and getting back up, knocked down. I mean, and it was horrible. Because some people can watch themselves. Hey, man, I put it like this. I've been flaming these American heavyweights. Let one of these American heavyweights get beat up like that. Looking like AJ trying to get up, damn near season up and shit, and looking crazy trying to get up. These American heavyweights, they'll probably leave the states, go somewhere else where nobody know them. You know what I'm saying? Go move to Tibet, where it's super cold, and live in the mountains. They're not trying to deal with that kind of flame. This American flame is different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all flame out there in the UK and China, but you do some fucked up shit or you do some embarrassing shit in America. It could be all love, you know what I mean? But it's gonna be flame first. It's gonna be flame too. Put it like that. Before you can get that love back, we gonna flame you. I grew up like that, so it's nothing. You know what I mean? Shit. You had the wrong pants on, the shirt, no non-name brand, niggas will pull your tag and roast your ass. You just get roasted, get flamed up. You know what I mean? So it's just different in the States. A lot of these guys is Carl Thomas, emotional. They cannot deal with failure and taking L's. So at least this man is not ashamed. There's no shame in AJ's game. And I gotta respect that. Can't handle constant pressure, says DNB. Shout out to DNB. You could, yeah, bro. That definitely, and that's gonna be the challenge for AJ coming back. Where are you gonna get the hunger from? Where are you gonna be able to get that from? 'Cause we've seen Daniel Dubois' hunger. We clearly know where his came from. You got all odds stacked up against you. You had never really won a world title. Then they kind of gift it to you, email it to you. Then they say, "Oh, you just the email champ. You gonna get your ass whooped by AJ. That's the real champ. He been champ for real. You ain't the real champ. You dealing with that." So that's a lot of, you know what I mean? He had a lot of hunger, and it was eager to prove a lot of people wrong. But yeah, man. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Where AJ's gonna get it from? You said that ship sailed. Yeah. You said Wilder lost his hunger and soul. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You lose your soul, you ain't even got no desire to eat. So you definitely ain't hungry. But you know what, man? Some of us in the States was flaming Deontay Wilder, bro, early on for the dumb decisions, business decisions he was making and putting loyalty and big balloon head ass Shelly Finkel and the way they was moving his career, man, turning down a lot of money they offered. He could have took. I'm telling you, man, bro. Just to see Wilder and AJ at this point, man, it's just a disappointment because that was supposed to be the fight for all the belts, man. We really like at one point we could have got undisputed with AJ and Wilder, bro. But Deontay Wilder wanted to nickname his belt Sophia, and that was he didn't want to cheat on Sophia, by getting another girlfriend like an IBF or a WBO or WBA. He didn't want to fuck with them. He didn't want a side piece or side belt. He just wanted that one. I said, man, Wilder's a clown, bro. Niggas started getting mad with me too. I fell out with a lot of niggas when I started flaming Wilder. I didn't give a shit either. I'm like, I don't care. Because I already seen what was gonna happen. It's always symptoms before the downfall. And a lot of people just don't know how to pick up on it. I can't. I saw it with Errol Spence. I was flaming Errol Spence earlier. I said, yeah, man, I don't know about this shit. Y'all talking about him beating Bud? Nah, bro. That's not gonna happen. He better stop doing this and this and this, because if he don't, he gonna get his ass beat. And that's what happened, bro. You know, I don't miss none of them niggas either that I fell out with. None of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm keeping it real the whole way through. If you don't like a real nigga, hey, it's a different train, man. It's a different bus, a different plane. Top flight. Get your ass out of here. Cause I'm gonna keep doing this real shit. That's my mentality. You know, you ain't gotta like this real shit, but you gonna respect it. You know, that's what you gonna do. Oh yeah, this shit been real. Appreciate your support, Heidi. Hey, B&B. Um, I mean, it's good to know that some people still got hope in Wilder. I just don't. Saying he can flame any heavyweight on any given night. Um, that can be true and false. I mean, yes, he can, but this ain't no Barack Obama campaign, man. Yeah, that yes we can shit. I think that's over, man. He will no longer get elected, man. I'm not fucking with Deontay, dog. I'm not. He's had plenty of time to develop his craft. He has someone who developed his craft in his professional career, Mark Breland, and he got rid of him. And you put your hope in Finkel, JD's, and Malik Scott. So I don't feel sorry for Deontay, man. Um, with Malik the Freak, Scott as your trainer, and JD's and nah, bro, you're not winning shit. I can see him getting flamed, B&B, but he ain't flaming shit with that group. You know what I'm saying? That is a failing blueprint, man. And like I said, I don't care who I offend with that, because people take this shit personal. When you say some real shit about their favorite person, um, but the sooner y'all get out y'all fucking feelings, the sooner y'all can just enjoy the sport and realize that there's some ships that have sailed on a lot of these ninjas. Y'all just have not realized it yet, you know. And a lot of these guys don't care about their career as much as you do. You know, they're already comfortable. They already paid, and they don't care about fighting for a cause or fighting for your super chats. A lot of them are there to just get a check, man. If Deontay get back in the ring, it's for a check, man. You know, before he lost to Zilly Zhang, he was already talking like he damn near defeated. You know, this could be the final goodbyes of Deontay Wilder. I always pray this could be the final goodbyes. All right, if it is, it is. You ain't a champ anyway. That's my mentality. Like you ain't champ anyway, nigga. You ain't beat nobody anyway, nigga. But you getting out the way, nigga. Why they worked a day with AJ? He hurt the heavyweight division. When all in all, UK had the best heavyweights. If you don't stand for something, you will keep falling for anything. Game over. Do, 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 do. Game over for a lot of these dudes, man. Yeah, I don't flame American heavyweights because I hate them or I don't want them to succeed. I don't want one of them motherfuckers to come across this shit and be like, who the fuck is that nigga? Flame? BAP, man? What? About to go in training camp and beat the fuck out of these UK dudes. I wish in the fuck they would get that kind of motivated, but man, they probably not. They're gonna probably hear some shit like this, like, oh man. See, this is why I'm about to retire. This is why I don't deal with all this, man. I'm only 23. Jared Anderson, man. That's the top heavyweights we got. They be crying and shit. I'm only 23. Yeah, bro, shut your young ass up. Get out of sport then, man. We ain't got time for that. We got these dudes becoming pros at damn near 19, 20 years old, bro. Now, don't get it twisted. In the lower weight classes, we be kicking ass, though. I mean, so shout out to all y'all other countries, but y'all not really fucking with us on the lower weight classes. Or let me just put it like this: that between I'll say 135 and one. Damn, you know what? I'm gonna have to think on this. we in the gap somewhere, man. I think we got it sold up between like 35, 40, 47, 54, 45, 47, 54, 60. Yeah, I don't know about 60, dog. Whatever, man. Hey, America, we got to do better, man. We need more big champ shit cracking, man. But I see we got some great, what they call blue chip prospects on the way up, man. Shout out to my dog Shoe Shoes. We got Keyshawn's. You know what I mean? Who else? Who else? Abdullah Masons. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the end of the day, man, just quick little live. You know what I'm saying? Quick little live. I have liked AJ, but man, I'm tired of seeing him rematch his rematches. And I also didn't like that the LWC has to bring up Wilder in this situation. Oh man, I don't watch them, bro. B&B tripping. He has a lot of heart. Triple D pulled a page out of Andy Ruiz's book and smashed the gas on AJ. He beat AJ worse. Triple D beat AJ worse, man. AJ definitely got beat up, in the Andy Ruiz fight. But I have never ever seen AJ this hurt. It just seemed like every shot, jab, hook, right hand, everything was what had this man hurt. So Wilder had Sophia took by the colonizers allegedly court to see a press community instead of saying he got his ass bust. Oh wow. Let me see. So y'all pretty much debating. Um, doing y'all little debate shit. All right. Hey, shout out to my dog. Q the God. Lost Art. Where you been at, homeboy? Yeah, that's the homie Q, man. Yeah, man, I miss the homie. Shout out to Q the God. Niggas grown. See, niggas is grown assholes out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them. Grown assholes. I'm 23. Man, put nigga business out there. Yeah, man. But hey man, I want to shout out the real boxing fans, man. The boxing fans that's you know, um, I call it true media. I started true media on this side, man. So, shout out to everybody that's about this true media movement. And it's just about keeping it real, man. Expressing yourself, trying to get it the knowledge that you can about the sport. Like me, I'm not no historian, I just analyze what I can analyze, do my little commentary, do my little predictions. I try to get my fight predictions in so that the fight, the community, the boxing community can at least know Black Horseman and the team, who, what picks we have, who we see coming out on top of the fight, winning the fight based off X, Y, and Z. We like to, compare two fighters and see what they do good, see what their flaws are, and see who has more check marks to come out or to be favored to win the fight. So, I enjoy doing that. Just analyzing because sometimes it could be a situation where Like I did see what's the guy, Teddy Atlas, his interview after the AJ Dubois fight. He was just saying the will overcame the skill because a lot of people believe that Anthony Joshua has more skills than Dubois, and he does. But the will, it was the hunger and the will of Daniel Dubois that took over, and he just was not going to be denied. You know what I mean? Um, but best of luck to Daniel Dubois going forward. I didn't really get to, with him being such a new champion, honestly didn't even really get to dedicate a full, uh, a full video to him, giving him the props for the victory because it's a tremendous victory, man. When you get AJ on your resume, you have arrived. He's one of them guys that, despite this is his fourth loss, despite this being his fourth loss, he's just one of them guys that, like, okay, if you can beat him, the former unified champion, that you one of those top guys in the division. You can be, your name will be mentioned with some of the best fighters in the heavyweight division. So, Danny Dubois has overcome. He has overcome adversity, and it's important to have the right team and a right promoter, man. And then somebody who actually believe in you, not just there to get money off you. I feel like genuinely, and I give Eddie Hearn this credit too. I genuinely feel like Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn believe in their talent, man. You know, and I don't like, I know people be thinking that I got some, like I hate Al Heyman. Um, I just don't know him. We don't see him in interviews, and I don't know if he actually believes in his talent like that, man. I don't know if he does. Otherwise, if he did, I think we would have been seeing these big fights a long time ago, man. We would have been seeing we wouldn't been seeing so much ducking and marinating and foolishness on that side of the screen. The dog said, "Been good. Had a little transition with the fam. Moved to Louisiana from Texas. Oh, you moved out of Texas, bro? Oh man. All right. Shout out to you though. You just down the street, but shout out to you, dog. Three thinkers. Common sense, unbiased views, UGC Flame, and research analyzation with comedy from the Truth Hurts crew. Man, you must have been with us for a while, bro. You must have been with us for a while. My bad on not really realizing like who's Heidi, man. But you obviously know if you know Q, you know us, you know about the Truth Hurts crew and all that shit. You've been with us for a while. Oh, that's Modern King Boxing. Okay. I'm like, I must know this dude. He using his lady phone or something. All right, that's what's up, bro. Well, hey, man, hopefully you find your phone in the woods where you lost it and get back to this Modern King Boxing channel, man. Shout out to the homie though. Ron the Don. You feel me? Yeah, man. That's really all I got ready for this one, man. Just want to get my thoughts on AJ continuing after his fourth loss and just kind of, give my opinion on the state of the heavyweight division, just the state of the sport, and we just gotta learn from these different fights, man. You know, it's a lot that can be learned from this sport, man. This sport is a huge reflection of life, man. I mean, I've been hurting. Beard Black lost my phone, fam. Oh, he been hunting, bro. Yeah, man. This universe got your ass. That was instant karma. Oh, you want to shoot deer, huh? All right, all right. I got you. Yeah, be the last shot you do. You won't be screenshotting nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, he said, shout to RGM. Yeah, man. Shout to RGM. My dog, Red Glove. All right, man. Everybody in playback land. Thank y'all for pulling up. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for pulling up. Subscribe to Lost Art of Boxing. That's my dog. And if you want to discover some channels that are also as real and true to this boxing, like this channel, visit my channels tab, man. There's a list of channels there. Solid brothers. I've been rocking with them. They've been rocking with me 5, 6 years plus, man, and still going. Solid. We solid, man. So just get with the realest, man. You know, I'm not gonna tell y'all who not to support and all of that goofy shit. All I'm telling y'all is support the realest, man. Um, I've seen a lot of the goofy and the fake get a much support, and it has done nothing to help grow the sport. It has done nothing to help um, elevate the careers of a lot of these professional fighters. It has harmed a lot of these fighters, man. A lot of these goofy channels that have done this uh, not fight hype, but fighter hype. You know, hyping a fighter up and instead allowing him to prove himself, and then actually giving him constructive criticism, because that's what's lacking today, man. It's too much bitch made shit going on where people can't take criticism. Y'all realize that these dudes act all fucking like they not even want to catch a case because you're criticizing them. You know, like what, bro? Like that's why I was playing with Shakur Stevenson. Like, bro, if niggas think you fight boring, bro, you fight boring. They're not paying your bills, bro. You still the champ. You know, now you want to do some street shit because of somebody's opinion and criticizing you. Nah, bro, this can go make motherfuckers turn up more. They're gonna be like, man, shut that weak ass shit up. It sounds like some soft ass shit, bro. You're a boring fight. Matter of fact, nigga, we bringing pillows on the next fight. Like that's the mentality a lot of people got when you act like that. So stop acting like a sucker, man. You know what I mean? Like it's channels that's doing shit and hyping the sucker shit. We don't do that over here, man. We hype the big. We talk about the big champ shit. And taking a loss is not a bad thing, man. It's not. You know, it's what you do after the loss. And like I was talking about AJ, I don't have no issue with AJ, man, because he dared to be great. He was going after another his third attempt to win a world title. A lot of these fighters hadn't even going after one, let alone two. This man was going after three, becoming 3-time champ. So that's big champ shit, you know, big champ shit. So let's try to provoke a different mind state when we approaching this, man. Let's stop promoting so much of the weak shit and this moist shit out here. Let's focus on this the discipline, the craft, you know, and the work ethic that a lot of these individuals is putting in, and this is stuff that can translate into your everyday life. Because you just imagine a lot of these people that are watching these weak ass, underachieving ass fighters. You can imagine how it reflects in their own life. Like, oh, y'all motherfuckers, this is. I can only imagine how y'all are in real life because this is with the shit that y'all with. Nah, man, I got to see somebody, you know, putting in the work. You know, not cheating, doing performance enhancing drugs and shit. You know, getting favoritism from sanctioning bodies, ducking top smoke, settling for Reggie belts and franchises. I'm not talking about sucker shit like that. I'm talking about real top dog, big champ shit. That's what I want to watch, man. You know, and with all this money in the sport, there's no fucking excuses, man. No more excuses. Get down and lay down, man. Get down and get out the way. You know what I'm saying? If you're not trying to mix it up, you on some sucker shit. So it is what it is. Even when people talking about Deontay Wilder, I'm like, hey, at least he was trying to mix it up. When the bag was there, he tried to get in there. He just was not good enough. He just is not that guy. So, yeah. Tank's opponent, Lamont Roach. Wow. Case in point, a lot of these American fighters on some little champ shit. I was talking about Reggie Belts. That was one of the guys I was thinking about. Tank, you know, Lamont Roach. And no disrespect to Lamont Roach, but come on, Tank. Fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, bro. For years, that's all they did was fool fans. Then I came on the scene because a lot of people wrote. I didn't even know these dudes until after years I was on the scene. Then I started seeing them, but I felt like I had paved the way for a lot of this shit, man. For this realest boxing talk, because a lot of people were just going along to get along, man. Groupies. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Me and my few homies, we'll go over here and do this realest boxing talk, this UTC True Media shit, and flame y'all over here. You know what I mean? We're gonna flame ahead because we knew what we wanted to see. We knew what the sport, how the sport should look, and what type of shit we should be seeing. And so now that we're getting it, a lot of these motherfuckers is you know, look like some suckers because they've been pushing the weak shit for years. What up, Al Money? Yeah, so man, when it's all said and done, you know, if Tank don't step up and fight somebody, you know, yeah, Ron, if Tank don't step up and fight somebody, bro, before his career is up, hey, he could talk about pay-per-views and all that shit. When it's all said and done, they look back in boxing history, nobody gonna be talking about that shit. Nobody gonna be talking about your pay-per-views and what purse you wore to the press conference. Suck as shit, bro. Suck as shit. Nobody gonna be talking about his pearl earrings and his purple mink coat. Get the fuck out of here with that. Nobody care about that, bro. Muhammad Ali, rest in heaven. You know, he's passed away, but he is still talked about to this day. Not because of what he wore. People do not remember Sugar Ray, even though he's still active, Joe Frazier, uh, who else has passed on, man? Ken Norton, all these great athletes, Pernell Whitaker. Nobody even remember what he was. I don't know what the fuck he wore. I don't know what kind of car he drove. I don't know what kind of earrings he nigga wore if he even had his ears pierced, nigga. Nobody give a fuck about that shit. They're gonna be like, who did you beat? What did you accomplish? This is a fact. I guarantee you, these weak ass fanboys that Tank got 20, 30 years from now, they're not gonna be. You imagine these grandpa ass niggas talking about, man, Tank was that nigga was a fly nigga, man. I wanted to beat Tank. That nigga used to wear the meat coats, boy. I tell you, they used to have the anklets. Y'all remember the icy anklets and choker chain? Boy, I wanted to be a boxer so bad so I could dress like that. Boy, boy, boy. And the purses. Boy, fuck the purse that they give you with the check. I wanted the purse you put around your shoulder, your arm. I was a purse man, boy. Shoot, y'all generation don't know nothing about that. Ha 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 ha. Bitch ass niggas is probably gonna be talking like that. Grandpa ass niggas praising Tank because he was dressing like a fruitcake. And that's why y'all don't say he's pound for pound. Knock it off, man. My dog athletic. That's another one y'all need to subscribe to right there. Real life, bro. Yeah, man. But I appreciate y'all, man, pulling up. Appreciate everybody in the playback and all the realists that's out there, man. Two of them pulled up on this motherfucker today that I know of that got channel. Actually, three. My dog Modern King, Athletic Mind, and Lost Art of Boxing, man. Real boxing enthusiasts, true fans of the sport, real individuals, man. Flat out. Hey, y'all be safe. Y'all be great. Make it a great one. Peace out.